What up, y'all? The name is Scoob if some of y'all ain't familiar with the channel, and welcome to Item Crush Diecast. I apologize for the absence. Been kind of busy this past week, with family, with everything else. Had to help my mom move this big ass refrigerator that she bought from somebody. And after that, been looking for a decent camera app for my phone. No luck with that, so I'm just rocking with what I got. And on top of that, we had a barbecue yesterday. Now we got another one today because, mom's, she bought a whole bunch of this food, got to get that cooked up. And we have so many people here that, been too much of a distraction to record anything, create any kind of content with. So I've been out of the YouTube game for about a week, and maybe a week and a half. But anyway, who's counting? But y'all didn't come here for that. It's this box right here that got some of these, got some of my custom works in progress that I've been keeping in this box for the last 2 or 3 years or so. But anyway, hopefully my guest in there in the front room, not too much of a distraction. We got some music going back up in there too. But anyway, let's get cracking with this box. So the first car I'm going to show is, let me scoot this out, take this box. Yeah, this right here is my Acura Integra from Hot Wheels. It's decent. Not my best work. It's just one of the projects that I started, after a little hiatus from customizing. Hold on, let me get a chair. That fell apart on me. But anyway, just let me show you, since this, I kind of took it apart. Yeah, this is my engine bay. I'm going to end up doing another one of these, so the wheels won't be showing. But it looks pretty dope with the wheels showing anyway. But the way I do my engine bays is, I don't really sculpt them after I put them in there. I don't do the styrene. I don't that's just too much cutting. But anyway, and measuring. But the way I do my engine bays is, I just take a little putty, roll it up, spread some Vaseline all over it so it won't stick with the body and all that, the base. And then you just wait for about 3 hours. That's how long this stuff hardens. But anyway, you got an engine bay, and then you start drilling cutting the wheel, little parts that kind of make it fit in a little bit better. But I like doing that method, because it gets everything lined up where it's supposed to be, everything leveled out. Hold on. It makes everything fit the way it's supposed to. And this is one of my favorite castings because it's just one of my favorite cars. Never was a big fan of front wheel drive cars because of the torque steer. But, Integras were some of my favorite front wheel drive cars. Probably my favorite of all time. Just because of the way it looks. Love the body style. The way the new Integra looks, it's alright. But it's kind of trash compared to this one. So anyway, I'm gonna end up doing this hood over again. As far as the hinges, I'm gonna rehinge it. I'm gonna have the hinges. I'm gonna take some wire and bend the hinges so it could under the dashboard. Yeah, I prefer those type of hinges instead of trying to drill a hole like right here and here into the fenders. So yeah, it just be a whole lot cleaner. Uh, it won't be hitting the windshield like this. Yeah, it just be more efficient. So anyway, this is my Integra, y'all. I will keep you posted on the updates, on the progress. So yeah, I might even cut out these doors, make them open too. So yeah, that's it, folks. Set that guy over there. So yeah, this is my Lancia Integrali. Yeah, a lot of people actually have trouble pronouncing that. I hear some people say integral. No, it's integrali. It's Italian. You got to remember that. Okay, language class is dismissed. So anyway, I'm doing another engine job on this one. Yeah, don't look like much now. Look kind of raggedy, but that's the basic setup of the real car. The real car's engine. That hose, it's made out of wire. Everything else is basically putty, just two different kinds. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of hatchbacks, especially these, Econobox style hatches, real boxy. But, you really can't help but to like this one. It's just something about it. And it's a rally legend. It's one of the greatest rally cars of all time. It's Italian. That's another one of my collecting niches. Really like Italian cars. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Got the interior. Had to cut out this part, to make room for my engine bay, of course. So I'll give you another look, because we got to move on. Don't want to make this video too long before people are back. People in there start getting loud. So yeah, it's what I hate about barbecues. Too many goddamn people around. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing before I move on is that if you're not familiar with the real car, the real Integrali or Delta, is that the hood, it don't go up like this from the back. That's not how it's hinged. It's actually hinged from the front like this. So I'm gonna do a hinge like that on this without taking too much space in the engine. And you can still, while still being able to get it up like this, I just had to do it over. But anyway, at least that hood fits pretty nicely on there. Bit of a gap, but nothing too major. It still looks good. So yeah, that is my Lancia Integrali. Next up is my Porsche, 96 Porsche Carrera from Hot Wheels. Now this is the one that I really like it. Hot Wheels, they just did a great job on it. In fact, you know, this car was designed by the late great Ryu Asada. At least, you know, designed as a Hot Wheels car, of course. But anyway, that's another engine bay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's going to have an air-cooled engine in there. So yeah, been thinking about cutting the doors off of this and putting them back in, making them open. So yeah, really like this casting. It's so beautiful. Give y'all another shot, another look. In fact, better yet. Oh yeah, that's the engine cover that goes on the back. So yeah, this is a beautiful car. I can't wait to get finished with this one. And I still got some extra parts for it to boot. Oh fuck. Gotta hinge that up too. But yeah, but I love it. All right. The next, let me show you this. The next car is the Ferrari 612 Scaglietti. You know, as I've mentioned in my other videos, I go crazy. I go crazy for the Ferraris. Excuse the noise. But yeah, I say this is probably one of the, not only the most, one of the most underrated Ferrari castings, but it's also one of the most underrated Ferraris, period. Like, not too many people, you know, talk too much about this one, or at least, you know, give it props. But anyway, it's one of the classier looking Ferraris, one of the more elegant styles, because you know it is a GT car. It's not like your typical Ferrari supercar, the mid-engine supercar. It's more of a front-engine GT car that's made for cruising. But anyway, those are actually my favorite kind of Ferraris anyway, because of the understated look. But anyway, I'm going to do yet another engine on that one. Yeah, it's still got the spot for it right there. Spot for that big ass V12. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, this thing is ready to go. All I gotta do now is, again, put a hinge on that bad boy, the hood, and then we'll be rocking, y'all. Sorry for just giving y'all some more looks. And then this car, it actually has a really sweet interior. It's got probably the best interior that I've ever seen in any Hot Wheels car. Let me show y'all real quick. Yeah, that's the hinge. It goes up. All I need to do is I'm running it under the dashboard to hold it. That's the like I've been saying, that's the more efficient way that I can get it to stay down. The interior, right? Yeah, I know. Kind of fucked up in there, but you know, it is what it is. It's gonna get a good cleaning once it gets ready to get worked on again. But yeah, look at that diamond stitching inside. I mean, that is fantastic. Yeah, the dash. And look at that steering wheel. Why don't Hot Wheels do steering wheels like that no more? Cause they being motherfucking cheap. But I love their steering. I love how they did their steering wheels, or used to, especially on the Ferraris. So yeah, that does that just about does it for the Scaglietti. I actually wanted this one to be a surprise till I got finished working on it, but hey, why not show it to you now? And last but not least, my Porsche 944. Excuse me, y'all. So yeah, this is it. My 944. Yeah, I really like 944s. They're underrated Porsche. 944 turbo, 944 turbos. Really nice car. Again, the casting being designed by the late great Ryu Asada. This is what it looks. I got it hinged up right here. This is the only car I got it hinged. Besides that Integra. I mean, it's beautiful. The only thing I have to do with this is, you know, get it to kind of put some more pressure on it, on that hinge. Well, at least on the back of it. But anyway, so it won't, you know, put some more pressure on that hinge so it won't, you just go back down just like that. But going up, you know, it's basically right where I want it to be. You got plenty of space in the bay, in the engine bay. Yeah, this car, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with these Porsches, the front engine Porsche, this is a front engine Porsche, of course, obviously, but it uses a four-cylinder engine. It doesn't use the boxer engine like the 911s. And it's not air cooled either. It's water cooled. You know, front engine Porsches use water cooled engines. And this was at the time where, you know, the 911s and all that, they still use the air cooled engines. You know, that's a little bit of trivia. And, you know, being a turbo, it's got a snail in there. Well, mine will. So let's take it apart. So you got the stethoscope right there. That's the hinge. That's how it goes up and down. But yeah, anyway, let's take a nice little look at this hood. I use a little putty. I don't use super glue like these other dudes do. Hey, y'all need to stop doing that. I hate to, I don't want to sound like I'm just telling people what to do with their cars, but you know, use super glue. That hinge is gonna go right back off. It's gonna come straight back off, and you really fuck up your car. Nice paint job and everything. So I would highly suggest using putty if you're gonna do hinges, and lay it on thick. I mean, of course, without taking up too much space in the car and the engine. So yeah, that just about does it for the 940 for the Porsche 944. See there? You put it back together just like Legos. I got more of these, but I ain't got it. I ain't got it cut up like this one. But you know, they still waiting on your boy to do something with them. So yeah, this is it, my 944. So let's put everything all together. And then just allow me to say, you know, thank you. Thank you for being very patient with me, coming back to these videos, and then come back to making content. It's something I've been really wanting to do, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. If y'all are watching, I really do appreciate it. And you know, if you hadn't already subscribed, you know, just you know, go ahead and subscribe. And that's one thing, you know, with me being away. Hey, at least I got a few more subscribers out of it. I was down to like only 2 subscribers, y'all. So taking that time off was probably a blessing in disguise. So thank y'all, folks. I'm out.